submission.
Mark Hunt is a monster. Bang! Big shots.
Oh my God!
This place is deafening.
Stipe is going off here. How good is this?
This is gonna get ugly.
UFC fans, we'd like to welcome you to the Adelaide Entertainment Center for today's official weigh-in for UFC Fight Night, Miocic versus Hunt. Tomorrow night, the Octagon returns to Australia, and what a main event we have got in store, as heavyweight contender Stipe Miocic hits the road to face recent title challenger Mark Hunt. In the co-main event, we've got a matchup of middleweight risers as Robert Whittaker gets the home game against Hawaii's Brad Tavares. And we've also got an outstanding feature bout in the light heavyweight division between Sydney's Anthony Parash and American Sean O'Connell. We would also like to send a special welcome to our UFC Fight Club members here in Adelaide, Australia. We hope to see all of you right back here tomorrow for the live event. And now the fighters are ready to go. It's the official weigh-in for UFC Fight Night, Miocic versus Hunt. What is up, Adelaide, Australia? Thank you all so much for coming out. This is the official weigh-in. How about a hand for our Octagon girls, Christy and KAILIN? One of the best matchmakers in the world, Sean Shelby, is here. Our Executive Vice President and General Manager is Tom Wright. All right, we begin with the UFC Fight Pass prelims on UFCFightPass.com. We start in the flyweight division. Altekin, the Turkish Delight Özkılıç versus Ben Nguyen.
$126.
126 for Ben Nguyen. And his opponent, please welcome Altekin Özkılıç. $126 for the Turkish Delight. In the welterweight division, VICK the Spartan GRUJIC versus Brendan Badger O'Reilly. $170 for Brendan O'Reilly. And his opponent, VICK GRUJIC.
170.
170 on the nose for VICK GRUJIC. All right, next up in the strawweight division, Alex Astro Girl Chambers versus KAILIN CURRAN. $116 for KAILIN CURRAN. And her opponent, Alex Chambers. $115 for Astro Girl, Alex Chambers. All right, our next prelim is in the middleweight division. Dylan the Villain Andrews versus Bradley Bone Crusher Scott. First fighter to the scale is Bradley Scott.
$185
for Bradley Scott. And his opponent is Dylan Andrews. $185 for Dylan Andrews. in the strawweight division, Rowdy Beck Rawlings versus Lisa Ellis. $115 for Lisa Ellis. And her opponent, please welcome Rowdy Beck Rawlings. $115 for Rowdy Beck. All right, next up in the middleweight division, Daniel Kelly versus Smiling Sam Alvey. $185 for Smiling Sam Alvey. And his opponent, Daniel Kelly. $186 for the unbeaten Daniel Kelly. All right, next up in the welterweight division, Kyle KO Noke versus Jonathan Spider Webb. $170 for Jonathan Webb. And his opponent, how about a hand for Kyle Noke? $170 for the veteran Kyle Noke. featured prelim. It is in the featherweight division. HATSU HIOKI versus Daniel the Hangman Hooker.
$145.
145 for Daniel Hooker. And his opponent is HATSU HIOKI.
$146.
146 for HATSU HIOKI. All right, now we get to the main card for UFC Fight Night, Miocic versus Hunt. First up, matchup of unbeatens in the lightweight division. Jake, the Celtic Kid Matthews versus James, the Texecutioner Vick. First fighter to the scale is James Vick.
$156.
156 for James Vick. And his opponent is Jake, the Celtic Kid Matthews.
$155.
155 for Jake Matthews. All right, next up we get to a feature bout in the light heavyweight division. Anthony the Hippo Parash versus Sean the Real OC O'Connell.
$205.
205 for Sean O'Connell. And his opponent is Anthony Parash.
205.
205 for Anthony Perosh. All right, that brings us to the co-main event in the middleweight division. Brad Tavares versus Robert the Reaper Whittaker.
$185.
185 for Robert Whittaker. And his opponent currently ranked number 14 in the world, Brad Tavares.
$184.
184 for Brad Tavares. All right, now it's time to take a closer look at the two men who share the marquee for tomorrow's heavyweight main event.
I see myself as a modern day gladiator. Then I win, lose or draw, man. We're going out hard.
To become champ, man, it's a lifelong dream. To make this dream come true, you know, I just gotta smash everyone I face. We're both gonna come out, we're gonna be swinging, it's gonna be an amazing time.
Stipe Miocic versus Mark Hunt is one of the marquee heavyweight matchups of the year. Stipe Miocic is coming off of a real career-defining fight against Junior Dos Santos. When you go 5 rounds with the former champion and have him hurt and put him in trouble and knock him around the octagon the way Stipe did, it lets you know that all your work is paying off. Stipe Miocic sent a message to the entire heavyweight division. He is world class. Now he has the opportunity to showcase it again. Mark Hunt is a former K1 Grand Prix heavyweight champion, and he is one of the best kickboxers that has ever competed in mixed martial arts, period. Mark Hunt is a beast. You look at the way he knocked out Roy Nelson, walked away from him with one punch. No one's been able to do that. That's the type of striking technique and power that Mark Hunt possesses.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out there and show Stipe, you know, why I'm one of the best fighters in the world. I'm gonna move him off the chart, put me in front of him to get that title shots.
You know, he's a tough guy, you know, he's a veteran, but, you know, he hasn't seen anything like me yet. He doesn't have the heart that I have, you know, I'm never gonna give up. I'm gonna beat Mark Hunt and get my title shot.
He's a great fighter, not better than me though. I'm knocking his ass out.
First fighter to the scale, Adelaide, let's hear it, the Super Samoan, Mark Hunt.
$266.
266 for Mark Hunt. Stipe Miocic.
$243.
243 for Stipe Miocic. All right, Mark Hunt. Here we are on the eve of another main event for you. Your thoughts going into tomorrow night's showcase here in Australia against Stipe Miocic?
Very hungry, man. Sorry I turned up late. I just still cutting. But I'm here. I'm ready now, so you're getting knocked out tomorrow, mate.
Thank you very much, Mark Hunt, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we are here with the heavyweight contender, Stipe Miocic. What is one thing you need to do tomorrow night to hold serve here as the favorite in Adelaide?
I just do what I do, man. Just, pick them apart like I always do, and I'll be fine.
All right, good to see you here. Let's hear it, folks. Stipe Miocic. All right, thank you all so much for coming out. We will see you bright and early tomorrow night for UFC Fight Night. Thanks, folks. The wait is finally over.
What a roar from this crowd. He has ridiculous knockout power. Unbelievable action. Mark Hunt is a monster. Bang, big shots. Oh my God. This place is deafening. Stipe is going off here. How good is this? This is going to get ugly.